Hey besties. So, today's my birthday. I am 30 years old and I just decided that we're gonna film a little what did I learn in my 20s video. Why? Because I just sat down and reflected on it and I figured, let's just chat. So, if you are new here, my name's Victoria. I am an 8th year 3rd grade teacher. I'm a mom to 2 baby boys. I am a wife to a wonderful man who is fighting colon cancer. And I am a wonderful, hardworking woman as well. And I'm so glad you're here. Now, I have had quite the 20s. I have had, my fair share of experiences of hardship and also of just like wonderful, joyous moments. Like I said, I have 2 beautiful boys, a 2.5-year-old and a almost 3-month-old. So that's like obviously like the sweetest thing ever. I became a mom in my 20s. I also found out that my dad and my mom and my husband have cancer in my 20s. And I have started my career in my 20s. I have done a million things. So let's dive in to what I have learned. I don't have a specific number. It's just going to be a little quick chat because we love a little informal, like let's get things out there. Let's enjoy this conversation together. We're not really gonna do much of an edited video today either. We're just gonna chat together like 2 friends. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that I learned is to lean on the people who want to support you and accept the help. This is something I have definitely learned with my husband's cancer journey, but also with having kids and so on. People care about you and people want to help. So don't be too proud and feel like you need to have it figured out. Accept the help, take it. It is going to take such a huge burden off your back if you do not need to worry about one thing that someone is helping you with. So accept the help when you can. Second thing, refrain from passing judgment on others. Really, everyone is doing the best that they can with the information that they have available to them. So while their best might be different than your best, it's still their best and it's what works best for them and their lifestyle. You don't know what's going on in their life. You don't know their story. And just let them live their life and refrain from passing judgment on them because who cares ultimately, right? Like they can live their lives the way that they want. You can live your life the way you want. In connection to that, number 3, show kindness as much as possible. This one's self-explanatory, but just everyone deserves one kind interaction a day, and it makes a difference being the person who is remembered for being kind to you or to others. So just really be intentional about being kind, reaching out to people when you know that they need it, and it's just a huge thing to just show kindness. So do that. Number 4, attitude really is everything. I am an optimistic person and I have found that so beneficial in life. I think that it is so helpful to start with an optimistic point of view and to continue on along the way looking for the things to be grateful for. So just show optimism, be grateful for what you can along the way. Yes, there are going to be things that you're not grateful for, and that is okay. Like, I am not grateful for the fact that my husband has cancer. Like that sucks, right? But I am grateful for things along the way that have come to light along the journey. Like I'm grateful for the people who've helped us. I'm grateful for my husband. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for the opportunities that we have to build a beautiful life together. So be grateful and be optimistic and hang on to that attitude, because it will bring you far. And you know, what are you going to get out of looking at the negatives? You know, like, they're not going to benefit much from that. Number 5, this one's silly, but you can do those silly little tasks. Like, just get it done. I put off things so often, and it's not helpful. Like, I can do it. Some of these things, I should say, I am still learning, because that is when I am still learning. But you can do those silly little tasks. Stop putting them off. Just check them off and get them done. Number 6, this one has been a hard one for me, and I am still learning this, but you are more than your role. I am more than a teacher. I am more than a mom. I am more than a swimmer when I was in college. I am more than all of these roles, but along the way, you sometimes lose your identity in that role. You find yourself as just fully a teacher or fully a mom. And I am more than that. I am a million things. And it's good to have interests and creative outlets and things that make you excited outside of your roles. So look for those things, enjoy them, embrace them. You are more than your role. Okay, sorry. I had a brief intermission to go get a little guy because he decided he was awake from his nap. So now let's continue. Number 7 is to not take student behaviors or other people's behaviors too seriously. You know, a lot of us have people pleaser tendencies. I definitely do. And I definitely just learned in this time that I am doing the best that I can, and you know, everything that I shouldn't take how others respond personally. Like, I'm giving my everything, and if I'm not getting what I want in return, that's not on me. So don't take it too personally. Number 8 is to establish boundaries and stand firm in them. And that goes to school, that goes to work-life balance, that goes to parenting. Just kind of decide things that you truly believe in, and also decide things and times that you want to work and you don't want to work, and so on, and stand firm in that. You know, you are not your job. Your job is not what you are living for. You should try and find some balance in that area. And also, you know, some parenting choices other people may not agree with, but stand firm in things that you know in your heart that you believe in, and that's what matters. Okay, my last 2 I feel like are my biggest. So number 9 is that family is everything. So take as much time as you can and spend it with them, and embrace every moment that you have with your family. And, you know, call your mom when you are driving somewhere, and have Friday night dinners with your family, and be present with your kids, and enjoy your dates with your husband, and do all of the things. And these are all, like, all of those examples are to my family. Obviously everyone's family looks different, but ultimately family is what matters most in life. So enjoy the time that you have with them, because if there is one thing that I have learned from the cancer journeys with all of my family, it's that I could not have enough time with everyone. Like, I love my parents with all my being. I love my husband beyond words. So just really and truly enjoy the time that you have with them and make the best of it. Sometimes this is hard to do because, you know, I still want to look at my phone sometimes, and I still want to do, you know, disassociate sometimes, but ultimately really prioritize family. And the last one, number 10, is remember that everything comes in seasons, that the hard will not last forever, and there is beauty in change. this is a hard one, but I know that, you know, with certain hard seasons in my life, it's not always going to be hard. This is something that was very true with kids, is sometimes, you know, my baby wouldn't be sleeping well, and ultimately that baby, who's now a toddler, is sleeping great. You know, these things change. So although in the moment it feels hard and impossible and like it's never going to get better, it will. And it's okay. And sometimes you just need to know that even though it's hard right now, it's not always going to be hard. So those were my 10 big standout life lessons that I learned in my 20s. I bet you have your own thoughts and lessons that you learned. So comment down below if you have any lessons you've learned in your 20s, or if you're in your 20s right now, what you're learning. And if you had any lessons that you learned that you totally agree with that I said, comment that down below. I so appreciate you all being here and hanging around and just chatting with me today. I have 2 videos filmed and ready for you. I'm gonna be sharing a 24 hours with a newborn and a what I learned, like what I did differently this school year and what my thoughts were on it. But this one just felt like more fitting to just throw on, and the other ones just have a lot more editing that I need to do. So here you go. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you want to see those videos that I mentioned, subscribe so you can see them. They should be coming up next week or sooner. And I so appreciate you all being here. Have the best day whenever you are watching this, and thanks.